Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin back again today with your navigation for the week ahead, which is where I take a deck of tarot cards, mix it with the moon phases and where the planets are, and also the numerology to bring you navigation for the week ahead, what's happening, how you navigate through it. So let's get through it. Here we go. This time I did a little bit of pulled all the cards out to give an overview instead of one at a time, just so that you can see these images. And obviously this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So we've got a lot going on this week. Nothing dramatic, although we're in the last quarter moon that happens at the start of the week on Monday, and Saturn is moving into Pisces. Saturn's moving out of Pisces into Aries, and Saturn will be in Aries until 2028. So all that dreaminess you had from Saturn that was in Pisces now starts to take shape, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and it's all about action, fire, moving forward, and it takes off. Lets all your dreams, all your wishes, everything starts to take off. So use the last few days of this moon cycle to close the door on any previous chapters and projects that you haven't cleaned up. It's really good to have these solid preparations for the new moon eclipse, which is coming up next week, into the next week. So let's start off with Sunday. On Sunday, we have our Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is determined, committed to a cause that he's passionate about, and this Knight is somewhat unyielding, confident in his efforts. He thinks he can change the world, let's go, but it can also be a little trip of fantasism. Now, the question really you have to ask yourself is the drive and determination of today controlling everything that's going on in your life, or is this beneficial for what you have happening? Sometimes we can get so tunnel focused, so driven, that we really let that take over, if you will. Now, what's interesting is we have an angel numerology number 2 day about diplomacy. We also have the moon in Scorpio with Venus and Uranus clashing. So there's a lot of intense energy going on. Emotions are swirling around like dirty laundry going through the wash cycle. So let things play out, rinse through, and spin out anything that perhaps is fear-based, or sometimes fears can bring up these obsessions. Sometimes we can get so tunnel visions because we're frightened it's all going to end, la 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 la. So be careful what you're doing as these energies swirl around. Let's move on into Monday. Monday, angel numerology 3 day, gentle guidance. Here we have our King of Coins, King of Pentacles. This one is about taking care of business. This king is unafraid of hard work and will stop at nothing to get things accomplished. Now, he's got the stealthy vision to manage big, huge projects and take it all on, as well as whatever's in front of him, shown by the stag on this image and the stag on his helmet. It's just, we can take it all on. He's one to consult for advice on practical matters. However, our King of Coins does struggle with emotional or spiritual matters. This is all about business. Moving on into Tuesday, if we've got the king on our side, then Tuesday is another one, the 3 of Coins, or 3 of Pentacles. We're in angel numerology number 4 day, so angels are with us. Have the faith, they've got what it takes. And this is a card about hard work, unity, harmony in the workplace, enterprising projects that are better faced with help, rather than trying to do things alone and going independent, which really could prove impossible on Tuesday. You need help. Many hands make light work, and sparks off the right amount of energy to get things done. The moon on Tuesday is in Sagittarius. Venus is shifting into Pisces. So let this waning cycle create the ideal dreaminess to just be. Be and let be. Keep smiling from the inside out. Remind yourself that you're radiant being of love and light. Wednesday, another really quite lovely card. It's a number 5 angel numerology day. All about adventure, all about change that's coming, all about a turning in the wind, if you will. And we have our 7 of coins. Now, 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles. This is seeds of enterprise. This is the seeds of enterprise that was planted by our ace. And they're seen right here is bearing fruit. This is all about hard work paying off and a time to rest on our business laurels. We see the bird in the tree quite happy. We see our gardener right here sitting there saying, yep, we got all of these pots. We have the one bird sitting on the coin. Everything in the garden is growing. Everything's just quite lovely. Everything is paying off on Wednesday. You might get a sense of business satisfaction on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday's moon is traveling through Sagittarius, and it's time to face some challenges. Tackle them with gusto. The energetic moon gets a boost if you have the ability to laugh through it all. So if you get a sense of harmony, well-being, good harvest in your heart and in your belly, nothing should really bother you on Wednesday. Now moving on to Thursday, this is an interesting card. This is the card of temperance in traditional tarot, or balance. Also speaks to the energies of patience and drive. It's linked to the energy of the Chariot card, which we know is galloping ahead, 2 horses, pulling the horsemen without the reins. And this energy is about making sure everything and everyone is seen in equal parts. It requires tenacity on Thursday because temperance wants to ensure equal equity for everyone. However, if we're lingering on this wanting balance and drive for balance for too long, we can be seen as being complacent. If we push forcefully ahead, we could be seen as being a bully. So, Thursday, with his temperance card, balance your energies wisely and make sure that you are exercising compromise, kindness, vision, belief, and these are the key words for this card, I think. It's just having the right elements to make sure everybody's seen, everybody's heard, without being too standoffish and without being too much of a bully. Moving on into Friday. This is quite a lovely, lovely, lovely card. Friday brings us the 3 of Cups on a number 7 Angel Numerology Day, which is about focusing. Now, the general energy of this card is rooted in well-being, celebrating, having fun. It's kind of like the party-hearty type of card. We see the mermaid celebrating, getting along, and communicating in harmony and joy and happiness. Nothing could go wrong, it seems. But there's a tendency to overindulge, and also it could be that you might appear to be too insulated. In other words, you're having so much fun with your friends over here, having a party, that you're leaving out other people. Like you are shutting out the world because you got your buddies going on. So make sure everyone is included in the party. On Friday, the moon is making her way through Capricorn, making it the ideal day to write something on the eve of Valentine's Day. Mercury's got your back, so the words should flow magically into your pen or your journal or your mouth, or you should be in the process to say the right things to the right people to get the right result. On Saturday, we got the Ace of Swords plus the 8 Angel Numerology number, which is all about success. Ace of Swords, fresh new ideas are afoot. They seem to be coming out of the blue, like, oh my goodness, where are we going and what are we doing? It could bring dramatic implications. These ideas spark controversy and can set off new thoughts through the trajectory with life-changing consequences. The moon will be traveling through Capricorn on Saturday, and Saturn is moving into Aries, setting off a new astrological era which lasts for about 30 years. So don't be surprised if your life takes a turn and starts off a brand new chapter on Saturday. So, what do I have to say about this week coming up? Well, we start off with an angel numerology 2 at the beginning of the week. We end off the week with angel numerology 8. Not bad numbers. We've got the moon phases creating a tiny bit of kiki la la at the beginning of the week. A little bit of Uranus and Saturn doing their thing. That's more in the beginning of the week. However, the tarot cards are saying you've got people on your sides making things work out okay for you. Middle of the week, all the signs that finances are working in the right direction. You've got what it takes. Money starts to flow in. Your idea of money flowing in, your idea of prosperity working out. Towards the end of the week, we've got to find a little bit of balance. We've got to find a little bit of harmony. We've got to find a little bit of the business and pleasure. We had to find that balance. And then the end of the week, right before that new moon eclipse, we get the spark of inspiration, brand new ideas, life-changing things on the horizon, all of our dreams coming true, where we could not have got this any better. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comment what you think, and I will be back tomorrow morning with the Divine Daily Blast. Much love for you for liking, subscribing and supporting the channel. Bye for now.